So we're gonna do this live, right? The last two matches. Let's see what it's hitting for. Yeah, these cool tunes been kicking my butt, bro. Woo! Go first. Thank God. I don't know. This might be too good to be true. Okay. Might be too good to be true. All right, let's not break. Please don't break. Please don't break. I like it. Don't do nothing. So we have the cross-out designate for Ash, Maxi, and what you call it, right? And full loss. So we'll do this so we can get rid of 2 cards at least. So now if he imperms us, then we'll just take that L, right? Yeah, so we're definitely gonna should I? Yeah, just in case you have imperm. Just in case you have imperm. So he has full loss or maxing, one or the other. And if you have full loss, I think I'll let it rock, to be honest. Now if this is a oh, I thought it was a draw. He already tried to Ash, so we're good to go. Unless no. God damn it. What if you have a ghost, right? We'll live. We'll just YOLO with the we'll YOLO with the freaking what you call it. Alright, so what can we do? Since we don't really need extra, we could just go like this, right? Go for beta. And he has a full loss. I'm pretty confident that he has full loss. Yep, he does. And we're good on that. So he's gonna wait for me to activate this. Then he's gonna pop it. Knew it. So only reason why I used the Guardian before is because I didn't want him to imperm the Guardian and then I'd be stuck with this shit on board. That's one. Alright, so let's go for the next one, man. Alright. Since we're running this live, we're gonna go ahead and like let it rock like this. I always want to save the replay, but we're running it live. Alright, let's cross our fingers. Let's go first. Fuck. Please let me go first. Ah, damn. Because once they try to make me go first, I instantly go for the Naturia Beast. So let's hopefully we have some good cards. Alright. Well, this is kind of ass. Kind of ass. Yep. That's easy. Fucking Ash. God damn it. Alright, so this is going to be an uphill battle. We're going to really be doing everything off the draw since we drew every fucking super poly that we have in the fucking deck. Alright, so let's see what he goes into. This might be dracotail. Yeah, it is. But I'm okay with that, because we can definitely Ash the, if he put Cantu on board. But it's going to be one of these uphill battles. Hopefully, he's going to pull back the Ash. I hate how this deck can just recycle shit, right? Turn that off, and then he's gonna put the Ryu, I think. Use that shit. This is dragon. This is spellcaster. So we don't even have a super poly target either. So now you have two. Definitely ashing that. Because I don't want him to get so much advantage. With 3 super polys. This card on the draw got to be so nice. Oh my god, so we got a goddamn fuck. He's gonna ash this. He's gonna definitely ash this. He's gonna ash it. If not, he's gonna ash this, so it don't even matter really. Yeah. Feels really bad. Set 1, and even if you use stuff on the end phase, and we can always just throw one down, right? So he's not fusing into nothing. Fuck, man, this is. If I would have drew conductor, it would have been a lot better. But yeah, you know. Even if I would drew beta, I could have just picked up one and then fused with the. Yeah. Fuck, man. This feels really bad. Go back into the same one. And then he's going to be able to draw that back. So you can normal summon this, and then I'll just get rid of. I can't? Oh, it's not a target. It should be a target though. Fuck. 56. So we're pretty close. He drew another ash. Nothing. Fuck, man. Feels really bad. You can't really get. That was a fucking terrible hand. If I would drew all bondings, I would have been okay with that. But drawing 3 super polys with no targets? Come on, bro. No targets at all? Okay, going first again. Okay. What should I do? What should I do? This is pretty. Yeah. I don't want to get stuck on beta, so I'm just gonna do this real quick to see if you have an ash. And if you have an ash, then we could. It seemed like he about to quit. Yeah. So he didn't quit. but it's not looking good for him at all. Yeah, we definitely gonna, since he started off with max C, that we know that he don't have full loss, because usually people bait full loss as a first one and then throw max C later. So we're good on that. We'll see if we can bait out of Ash too. We'll throw this out and then throw out. Yeah, we might as well go for the Epsilon. Because we can still use Conductor's effect to summon out, doing an extra normal summon. Now, if he has an Ash for this, or Ghost Bell, he doesn't. So we'll pitch to Omega, and then summon out the plus, Sigma plus. Unless he have an Imperm. So this is going to bait out whatever he have next. Because if you have an Imperm, then we'll just see it from the Granite, right? Because I don't think he did he add? No, he just max seed. Get rid of Omega. I'm at the plus, Sigma plus. So if you have Ash or Imperm, he have to use it now. So even worse, he have Gamma. Okay. This might be kewltunes. So we'll just summon this out. Because now he's Imperm block. And then we'll I would say let's just use Conductor. Yeah, use Conductor. These use to get bonding, and then we'll summon out another I do IP and then do this is a pretty strong board. Since we don't have, yeah, there's no reason to. So we can use this to go for Flux and bring back Beta. Oh, bring Omega back and then flip everything, flip one face down because we got a Earth Floodgate. And then we can also push one back in hand, and then we can negate 3 with the Gorgon. 3 zones. So yeah. So I think it's still a pretty strong board. I think I'm gonna use Flux now to flip one face down, yeah. So we're gonna use one to flip one face down, then we're gonna use one to take one. So the one that we the one he put on board now, I think I should destroy it, to be honest. So use a Beta and then use let's get rid of, put that back, and then the Conductor. Then we'll use that to take one, and then we'll use whatever we take to go into Gorgon to pretty much negate 3 boards, 3 what you call it. Unless he got a forbidden, what is he linking to? He have a quick play spell? Okay. But he don't know what to call by. Oh, he knew what to call by. It says, once returned when you activate a card on the field. What this card does? Okay, so we could special summon one out. We'll just do that then. We'll let him do that. That's pretty good. So he got rid of the Omega. But he should have held it for I could pitch another, get another body on board, yeah. Now just take one. And then I can still steal one, and I can still push one back in hand. And did he use our user's normal summon? He did not. This game taking way longer than expected. Come on, buddy. Let's see if he make the cardinal mistake and put it in the wrong fucking place. That's the one I can't negate, so we could Don't know nothing about these cards for real, for real. I don't know if I should take it or destroy it. Which one makes more sense? Is it banish or discard? Banish. So he grabbed another tune. So they'll make it stop one of my interactions, but if I was able to get Naturi Beast out, then he would have been cooked. Does this special summon itself out? Yeah, so he had to, yeah, about the same. That's one. Alright, let's go to this one. Let's hopefully that we don't have a boo-boo hand. Excuse me. Bro, we lose a coin toss when the game is on the line, bro. Come on. Golly. And then last time he ashed our freaking full loss. Yeah, 2 superpowers. Come on, bro. Is this maliss? So the difficult part with this shit is I got to decide which one is going to be my normal summon. And I think Guardian doesn't. There we go. Hey, you seen it here first, right? Connection failed. Oh man, they on my side. They knew that I was whole last time. So there we go. Made it with master with the rank. I meant the deck. I'm gonna cut out the first 2 duels. What happened was the first 2 duels is the first one I won. Who I played against? Was it? Was it K9? I don't even know. And then the second one I lost against Dracotail because I drew 3 polys, super poly. I ashed in the full loss and he ashed the full loss, and I just had to ash in 3 polys, and he had an ash and effect Valor, so that was pretty cooked. And then this last one, it was against another Dracotail. Was it the same guy? No, it wasn't the same guy. Okay. Hey, yo, this your boy Mind Control. Come back with another video, and fellas, we made it. So I think at the beginning of the video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the live recordings in, so you can see me play what 4 battles back to back, and I would just put this on the back end. But yeah, we made it to master. It was a very easy climb. I would attribute this to this new deck list. It's not mine. It's a YouTuber named Slim Jim or Slim Jimmy. I'm gonna link it in the description down below. Slim Jim, if you hear me, holla at me, bro. We can make something shake, do some collaboration. But yeah, this is his deck list, and I feel like it worked seamlessly, right? He chose to lure 1 guardian, add another duo, added the dragon's mind, which is another good thing, and then across our designate, and then he changed the Zeus and Typhoon in the extra deck, and everything else is the same for mines, but these are the new additions that he used, and I feel like this one works way more better. It's a lot more consistent, and it's good going first and second, because I never feel like I'm like at a huge disadvantage when I go second or when I go first. And then if I get full loss, it's a lot easier to get a decent board without, you know, trying to go into the block dragon, because the block dragon will give him so many extra draws to get it out. So, and also if the granite get negated, then it kind of like kills your turn. So yeah, but I have a lot of replays. I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. We're gonna go to the first replay. So with that being said, cue the intro. And we're back, and we're going first. And this is the second time I played kewltunes, and I really did not know what this deck does. And this was a good battle, but I feel like I could have lost it by me doing something stupid. I'll show you what I did wrong. So pretty much we're doing our first plays now. He bailed us, and we called by the grave that. So this is the first mistake. I called by the grave, their bail on my turn. Remember that. Now next turn they're gonna use another bell, and I do something completely stupid. So I end up getting beta. Use that, get Sigma minus. Use Sigma minus to fuse into a plus minus magnum or plasma magnum. Then yep, grab another bonding. So now we have a surplus of bondings. We pitch the illusion. Then we go into these plays also. We go ahead, go to granite, so we can potentially get us a Naturia Beast. So he used a kewltune clip. I don't really know what this does, so I just opted to negate it completely. So then I use bonding to go to a flux, and I get another guardian because I don't know what else they have. And I think they was like really highlighting. So I'm like, let me just put this down so I can get another guardian on board, just in case. So I end up grabbing the researcher, flux, reborn the guardian. I go into IP Masquerena. No, I go into Elf. Nope, IP Masquerena. I had it wrong. Use researcher. Excavate the top 5. I get hit another beta, which is pretty good. So I use those to go into an F. So we're gonna guard the guardian and also the Naturia Beast. But all in all, the guardian is gonna die at the end of the turn because I don't have a rock monster in hand. But we're just making sure that he's not able to activate another kewltune on our turn. So we pretty much locking him pretty much. So we end up losing our guardian, but it's okay. And right now I'm thinking like, damn, I do have the flux in the graveyard, and I can't go into another flux. So yeah, so I end up doing that. He ghost spell Elf like an idiot. I use illusion to grab his kewltune Q, which I should have just let rock because the ghost spell doesn't even work. So now I missed out on my IP Masquerena. So yeah, they kind of like killed my turn. And also I could have just destroyed it. I wasn't thinking at all. But it is what it is. So he ended up going to Rotary and the Q. Well, the other one is he go into Maker, Rotary, and Maker able to shuffle one back, he's able to destroy our face down bonding. So it's pretty much dracotail times 2. So he ended up like clearing our board of all our interruptions. So you non-target shuffle back. At this point, he used Mix and Maker to non-target shuffle back our Natural Beast, and he get rid of our Plasma, which kind of sucks. So I see why people run goddamn Shifter. Yeah, so yeah. Even though I had the Elf, it still was non-targeting. And if I had my IP Masquerade on this turn, I could have did a lot more, but it is what it is. It happens. You misplay some time. And right now I'm really confident that he can't kill me this turn, because I'm just going to plus up on a whole lot of other things. So you draw 2, get the Synchro Overtake, grab Mix, grab Rico. Yeah, he pretty much went crazy. Go to kewltune RS, which kind of like fucks up my levels. But yeah, at this point, I'm pretty decent with the whole. I know he's not going to kill me completely. Sorry about that. So I get up another Conduction, and I go into Exciton Knight to destroy the whole board. And I don't know why I wasn't able to destroy everything. But yeah, it is what it is. For whatever reason, this kewltune RS was not got destruction protection. I don't know why. So I don't know why it wasn't not being destroyed. But right now, I'm pretty much beefing up my board just so I can stop him from building another board. So he has one kewltune in his hand right now, and he cannot synchro with cards in his hand, so he's kind of cooked. So I'm here to just clear his board. So I get rid of the RS, and then right now I'm attacking. I'm realized Exciton Knight don't let you attack directly with damage. I'm like, okay, yeah, I forgot. So I go into another IP Masquerade, and this point I'm like, alright, we good to go now. So I destroy the Beta, get the Omega, just so I can flip one card face down. So you go for the Q, I flip it face down, because I don't want him to plus up on a bunch of other cards. So just flip that face down. He's summoning out the Rico. I don't know what this does, so I end up taking it. And that's what, he's going to get out of there. He said, fuck that, I'm done. So yeah, that's the gameplay. And this is me not knowing what kewltunes were at all. And we're back, and we're going second. We've been going second a lot on our climb. So use Paralydia. And we're playing against Radiant Typhoon, and yeah, he ashed it, so yeah. I really don't know about this deck either, because I really don't care. But I can tell you this much, I think that he had a lot more in his tank. And he wasn't as optimal as he can be, because he wasn't able to set up the trap. So I know for one, he was able to set up the, no, I'm bugging. I don't know what these cards are, to be honest. So, not familiar with the deck at all, so I'm not going to even commentate over what they're doing. So I super poly 2 of the cards that I thought would be more of a problem for me, and apparently he had more than just that. So yeah, and then I'm able to get Mood Dragon to turn thing Earth, and he opted to not even allow that to happen. I'm like, perfect, cool. So got another one of the gates out. Use Conduction Warrior, Conduction, bring out the Magna Warrior, pitch that, get that, and decided to use Sigma Minus just to change everything to Earth, just so he can summon that monster that push everything back to him. That was my whole thing about that. So it's like a floodgate to stop him from, you know, plussing or just clearing my board. Now I think he didn't know. If he does have in his hand, he didn't know that I was pretty much floodgating them. But yeah, this is a time where I'm still running goddamn Block Dragon, so we're gonna have a mix of both. I think half the gameplay is with Block Dragon, half is with without Block Dragon. Yeah. So I get 2 betas and Researcher. Yep, pitch that to summon out the beta. Grab another Sigma minus. Use Researcher. Excavate the top. I think at this point I go for Elf. Yep. Use that. Go for Researcher. I think I summoned back out Masquerena too. Summon out Black Dragon and Researcher, then I use that for Barone, yeah. And that's when he knew it was over. And we're back again. And we're going second. And this time we playing against Dragon Link deck. And yeah. This is also feel bad for the simple fact that I don't have anything. And once again, this is all diamond gameplay, and he made a subpar board, and I played Dragon Links for that one with the rocket power video, and it's not hard to play Dragon Link. I think he just didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, he looked at my extra deck. He got rid of Typhoon. I think he thought that was going to be the only card I used to break the board, but I have more cards than just that. So I think at this point, this is when he either confuse himself or mess himself up. Cause you know, sometimes we have too much material that you confuse yourself and you don't build your board like you should. And he had a choice to go for the Baron or not, and he ended up only going for the Baron and not linking this off. Oh, he didn't have 5, that's the reason why. So we have an easy super poly target. You can't even respond to it. And with the Dragon Mind, it's able to set itself if I pay 2,500, which is also still good. So we get rid of those two, and those is pretty much the only thing that we have to worry about. Besides of goddamn Ash, and that's an easy call for the grave. So he used Breacher Barrel, but I don't really know this. So I think he just summoned something out from the extra deck, but he forgot that he used this card effect to summon it out, and it negates it. Rocket Detonator. So we grab our bonding, and we still have beta, so we're not even going to use our and he ended up freaking imperming that. But what I didn't know that he had another imperm too, so it's kind of like he was holding more than we really expected from the whole. But all in all, it still doesn't matter because we're so plus that it's not even funny. And he didn't even imperm that. So I guess I want to go to the Granite Knight. That's what he decided to imperm. Because I think he knew this is when possibly Block Dragon, but I'm not even playing Block Dragon in this build. But people get scared of Block Dragon anyways because it's such a oppressive card. So now he got 2 zones locked up, and I'm like, fuck it, we'll just attack over everything. So I do that. I get rid of conduction just so I can make the Super Poly live. Get rid of my cards just so I can get, what is it, yep, there we go, Plasma Magnum on board. Grab me Induction, use that to get Sigma Minus on board, use Sigma Minus to pitch the Telelusion just so we can get that on board too. And I think I go for IP Masquerena too, and I also get a free draw on top of that. Yep. And I get another bonding, which is fucking perfect. That's a crazy draw. And I know for right now he don't have much. He don't have much to do right now with his cards. So I easy negate, cause quick launch will get him into a lot of shit. So he used a double interlock, and I use this to get Flux out, just so we can whatever he summon out, we just gonna push it back in hand. And I can also snatch whatever he summons out. So use interlock to go into World Fierce Dragon. So we use Flux to get our summon out. We use that to add one hand and also to special summon from the deck, which is a good play. So we get Sigma minus on the board, and then this will pretty much redirect the attack if we need be. So he tried to destroy our floodgate, and then I'm gonna end up just linking off and going to Gorgon just so we can negate it. I prefer that to go through, and at this point he really don't have nothing else for us pretty much. So he goes in for Typhoon, and I think once he tried to take our monster, we snatch it and then we tag out just so we can have 2 fighters on board, and then we could just pretty much kill him next turn. So this game is pretty much over, and we're okay with him shuffling that back into the deck. You have no cards in your hand or on board, so this is a easy GG's. And I just remade it again just to show him that you really ain't stopping no motion, big bro. I don't know why I did that. I think that was BM, but yeah. This is definitely BM. Let's go to another replay. And we're back, and we're going second again. We've been going second a lot. Well, at least all the good replays of us going second. Cause usually when I go first, people quit. As soon as they see that we got conduction or we set up Guardian to block our plays, they usually quit. So apparently he just opted not to Ash to Pearlia because he didn't see it as that much of a threat. But yeah. But since Mitsurugi got their hits, it's a little bit easier to stop them, but not really, because prayers was making it OP because you have 3 prayers and you could just keep adding them, and that's never been a good thing. But yeah. So right now we're okay with playing against Mitsurugi. And I believe this is ryzeal Mitsurugi too. I'm not remembering completely. So he going to, yep, and then get that back. And he add a prayer, which is our main problem, to be honest. So he went to fiendsmith, and that's when I decided to just wipe the board, and I used Nibiru to toss it and just don't even take the token, because I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to toss one of my good cards, because I need them. But I end up tripping on his own monster, and it feels bad, but now he got 3 cards face down, and we know one of them is a prayer, and he has no targets. So he instantly impermed the Guardian, which feels bad, but could have fucking guessed that, right? And since we have a Illusion, we gonna toss that because that's an easy toss. So we grab a bonding, because bonding is very, very necessary. Get the Epsilon. Go for a plus, and then he tributes off his Amakira, or what the fuck it's called, to nuke our board. Because he also know that Exciton Knight is a thing for us too. So yeah, we nuke our board, which is expected. We grab Conduction Warrior back, and then now we have a Super Poly target. So we go into Garura, and then we use Bonding to shuffle in too, to go into another, to go into our Flux. And I think this is when I decided to use the effect to bring out Guardian, yeah. And this is all to get, OTK damage. I was worried about the new Nibiru, to be honest. That's the reason I brought out Guardian. And we're back, and we're going second. And this is one of them punk ass plays, right? This Chimera player pissed me the fuck off. They had a pretty good turn 1, but they instantly tried to floodgate me, which feels very bad, right? So they go into their fiendsmith plays, which is to be expected, and yeah, this combo is like hella long, and I'm already knowing that y'all been waiting. I mean, not waiting, but the live gameplay ahead of time was pretty long too, because I lost one of the battles from that god awful hand, but it's all good. So I'm trying to not have this video too long. But yeah, I tried to play Chimera beasts or whatever, and it just feels so fucking bad. It's like a trash ass deck, to be honest. Like, it never felt real good. So this whole time I'm thinking, like, 2 cards I don't want them to discard with Chimera Flying Beast is the Super Poly and the goddamn Conduction Warrior. And you can already guess which one they decided to fucking discard. And this is where he pissed me off. So he threw out the Block Dragon. The fucking this shit, you can't use any spell cards without setting them first. So he pretty much floodgated me. So I used goddamn Conduction Warrior, then he used his King Caesar, and I'm like, alright, well at this point I might as well just let him just keep I get the 2 negates out. So he used this, and then the Mirror Sword Knight. He negates the Researcher, and I'm like, I can still get Researcher out if I just go into IP Masquerena and then go into Elf and then bring it back like that. So I'm not too worried. So I got Beta, and he used Sword Knight to negate that, and I'm like, didn't think about that, did I? But it's all good. So then I use minus to fuse, and I don't think I was completely thinking, for the simple fact that I went to Flux and bring that out. Yep, never mind, because he did negate the negate the special summon. So I end up targeting that to pitch that back in hand. He used Kodo to negate that, so now he's out of negates completely. And I forgot that fucking destroyed too. So I think I used Exciton Knight. Yep, to destroy everything. Because right now I'm not too worried, for the simple fact because I have Block Dragon. So we completely destroyed this board. Went through a few negates and still was able to beat him. And we didn't even use our Super Poly because he was on some hoe shit. So I end up using Hidden Gem just so I can get a normal summon out. And I destroyed that other one and then summon that out. And I think I go for SP. No, I'll go for fucking Elf. And then I bring back Researcher. I don't bring back. That's what I did wrong. I meant to not delete fucking Researcher. And I did by accident. And of course, Exciton Knight don't allow you to fucking attack head up. So at this point, I'm thinking like, damn, I kind of like cooked myself, cause now I have no way to like break his board now. And I don't have anything to add to hand because I fucking banished Researcher with that last little spin throw, which was pretty stupid on my part, but you know, you live and you learn. So you go for Kodo, and I bring back IP Masquerena, and I use Beta to summon out, I believe, minus, but he Ash that, which feels bad completely. But we still have goddamn Illusion. So this is going to be my play to negate everything. And I have to use Elf because it's in the link zone, so it kind of feels bad when I gotta link off my Elf, but I'd rather do that than not. So he used his fiendsmith, and I'll wait to see what he's going to attack. He went for goddamn Elf, which I'm okay with because I still have hidden gem also, so we go with that. And then I got rid of the Kodo negate by targeting to the fiendsmith, and he just went for the bait. So he get rid of our Elf, which it don't really matter because it's really not hitting for nothing anyways. So this is when we go for the Gorgon lock for those 3 zones. Oh, I went for Block Dragon because I get to add 3 cards. Forgot about that, which makes more sense in the grand scheme of things. So I add Sigma Plus and then Guardian, and I get rid of the Mirror Sword Knight because I didn't want him to get any more pluses off of vanishing himself, and I was able to bring back out Beta, and he negates that, which is like, okay, well now you got negates, so I tag him out again. Now I think he doesn't understand that this board is real sticky, really sticky. So you go for the fusion. Now I think he doesn't put it, no, he put it right in front of Gorgon like an idiot. I don't know why he did that. Yeah. Right in front of him. And we're back, and we're going second. And we have a trash hand. Thank God that went through. Oh my God. And yeah, we're playing against goddamn White Forest. And I know White Forest very well. Great deck too, by the way. But everything that he's pretty much doing with this deck, if you want to make an optimum board, it's going to be with the whole summoning from hand. And I think he don't want that to be, like, he don't want to do that. So I Ash Deception because I thought that would be a good Ash, right? Like any normal human being would think that would be a good Ash, but apparently it's not. Because the fucking idiot had one in the hand already. So who played 2 Hollow of Azamina? No one plays 2. Except this guy. He plays 2. Fucking piece of work, bro. Couldn't guess that. So we have a very easy board to break. All we have to do is worry about what's in his hand, and we have Ash for anything that's phrasing. Very easy board to break. So we pitch the Dragon Mine, get rid of the 2 problems. Go into Mud Dragon, and then we select Earth just so we can protect all our monsters. Use that to go into Plasma, right? Put in attack mode. Get a bonding. Now we're cooking with hot grease for real. He used a Joy Lock Bird. We chained to it just so we can add our Conduction Warrior before the draw is activated. So joke's on you. I can't read. Use Conduction, get Espeon, pitch Omega, and this is pretty much all she wrote. Now, all in all, I didn't go into the Granite because I can't add to hand, so it'd just be a waste of 2 cards when I can just link it off. So we just go for damage. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I should have waited till afterwards just in case he had an evenly match, but it is what it is. Too easy. And we're back, and we're going first. And the rest of these gameplay is going to be straight K9, right? Straight K9. So we use our Sigma Minus, get Omega in the, in the graveyard. And we're going to give him a minimum amount of draws. So he ashed the Plasma, which feels bad because we really would like bonding, but it's not essential. So we use the Espeon to pitch the, just to throw the tele. You see the game, you see the replay. So we're able to get an IP Masquerade on board, get the Espeon on board, get the Beta on board, so we can tag things in and out, and then we destroy that to go for Omega, and then we also got Television, and all of that off of 2 draws. So he used Azuna. And we use Omega to flip that face out. Even if we didn't have Plasma on board, it's still Earth, so he was going to get flip face down regardless. So he pitched Lupus on the in the graveyard, and we were not concerned about it. So he flipped Ozino over. We go for a Sigma Plus. He tried to attack. We direct the attack. I did that ahead of time. So he used Pressure Pointed. Grab an Elf. I mean Unicorn. Outrigger, whatever the fuck that is, with Birth. He used Nori. This is when we Link off to negate the whole three zones over there. This Gogan is such a good card, bro. Such a good card. I love it, bro. I love it. It saves me so many times and not. Cause then it allows it limits them to do so many other things. They can't do so much. Such a good card. So I bring back Beta, because Beta is you could use it the whole opponent turn as long as you can get it back on board. So he used Affinity Track, and I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He go into the Link, and then he tribute that off. The Link get attached to that. I think that's like a targeting the gate or some shit. I don't fucking know. Then he goes into another XCs, and he go to a ryzeal. Cool story, bro. So I opted to just get rid of my whole board. We're not even gonna play with him. And when you have Gorgon on board, it don't allow you to use that as a Link 3 up. You have to just get rid of the whole things. But I'm okay with that, because we have so much advantage that it's not even funny. So he tried to use Lupus, and I just immediately negated with Underworld Goddess. Because why not? And then at this point, I used both of the minuses to get Plasma back on board, and now we're able to grab a bonding, and it's over with to be honest. Use that, pitch 2 Betas, because I don't have nothing else in the in the deck. Add plus that up, and then attack over for game. Easy breaking boards. Very, very comprehensive deck. This is the one with Block Dragon 2, by the way. And we're back, and we're going first again. And I don't know if I use any of the, yeah, I used Perelia. I use Perelia because why not? And I think I use Full Wells, yeah, because at this point I'm gonna give him some draws because I got to summon from hand. And like whatever you're trying to do on your turn, on my turn, then we just gonna pretty much tax you for it. And like I said at the beginning of the last gameplay, the rest of these gameplays are from freaking K9, so which at the time, of course, I didn't know that, but yeah. Go for Beta, use that to get Sigma minus, and then he drawing Wildbirders, okay. Which is kind of crazy because you Frolly us and then you drove us. So, like, you really don't care too much. Use that, get Conduction back in hand. And I didn't get to Illusion because I don't think I was able to pitch it to the graveyard, yeah. Wasn't able to pitch it to the graveyard. So, he's running a fucking water deck with K9. You grab the Joko. And I'm like, alright, well, let's just wait to see what he does until I wait to flip one E3 down, of course. Say so on XC. And then I get rid of the goddamn Beta Warrior just so I can get some advantage. And he ashes it. So that feels really bad. Very good ash on this part. And now that we have no more like advantage for the most part. Yeah. So at this point, I'm thinking, should I forego my goddamn Earth Lock to stop his plays? And I'm like, I think I have to. So I end up going into the Gorgon, just to forego his lock. But right now he only have one more zone to do everything in. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And he's an idiot because he keep putting his cards in the same zone. So he used my Monster Reborn, put it over there, go into 3. I think he's going to Link, right? Yeah, he's going into a Link and use Fancy Ball. And no one reads his card. It cannot be destroyed if nothing is pointing towards it. So he didn't point nothing towards it, so he kind of like fucked himself. So he used the one zone to do everything in. And this is kind of like a grind gameplay because it was kind of hard to get rid of his board since the type of advantage he had. So I used Conduction Warrior and I'm still able to do things, but yeah, the ruling behind this was pretty weird, and yeah, it didn't work in my favor. So I'm thinking that I don't need to throw it into graveyard because he's negated, but that was fucking wrong. And this is where he knew that he fucked up at. He didn't use Fancy Ball this turn, so he thought he was able to banish the he was able to banish the freaking Block Dragon, but he couldn't. He was only able to link on. And we're back, and we're going first again. So I guess the only luck we had to go in first was against K9. He was a conduction warrior, and he max sees us. So I think this is where, yeah, I was climbing, and I think I was in Diamond 2 or 3. I got knocked all the way down to this was my rank down game, and I'm like, fuck that. I'd rather die on my sword than to like just like end on like a couple cards. So I'm like, fuck it, we'll just make the best board we can, and hopefully he don't do too well. So yeah, we end up giving him how many cards? 4 cards, and he ended up with 5, so he got 10 cards altogether. So we're playing against another K9 deck, and right now we have a situation, K9 Christian, and right now we have a situation where he has too much advantage, and now we have to use our negates, but we don't know what he has in his hand. He had 2 engines, and Christian is pretty good when it comes to like playing through shit. So yeah, we have to rock through that. And he's using his zones pretty well too on top of that, so yeah. And we use Omega to flip anything face down. And since it's an XC deck, it is real prominent. And I didn't even got my IP Masquerena, so this is a play without Gorgon. So he used Inclusion, and this is when we like, alright, well, if he add the cluster, then he have everything he needs in hand. So it's gonna be like a real bad game. So I'm like, oh man. You summon out Souvenir, like destroy yourself to bring out the Sofador. We use that to take Sofador just so he don't get more pluses and pitch a bunch of shit to graveyard. But he still do it, and he don't have another 5 on board. So then I use the bonding to fuse into Flux just so I can pitch that back in hand. So I get Beta out, Beta adds 1, and I'm using that to pitch that back in hand. I put Flux back in the extra deck, and that's what I'm gonna start doing from now on. Versus pitching something else on extra deck, put Flux back in the extra deck because it's better than the extra deck. So he used that, and yeah, so we're pretty much cooked. And he goes into the synchro, and then I'm like, all right, let me just plus up with plus and minus, and like fortify my board, because now since he already lowered our attack points, so he add Inclusion back to hand, which is kind of like stupid because you already have an Inclusion. But yeah, so we already know that he's gonna more likely go into Cyber Dragon, and I think since he have so many extra cards in his extra deck, his deck, he used all his Synchron cards because his level 2 wasn't like activating. And if you don't have a monster to like summon from the extra deck, you can't really do anything with that. So yeah, he destroyed minus after I allowed him to attack his Sofador, because I didn't want him to attack my monsters, but it is what it is. And then I made him attack the goddamn the plasma, just because I feel like it was proper. And he pitched to him past his turn, so now it's our turn, and he has an Omni negate, and I don't understand why I couldn't activate Dragon Mines, because I have a monster with more 2500 either attack or defense, but I couldn't activate it for whatever reason. I don't know. I forget. So I was just sitting on that Omni negate. Oh, I think I was waiting for him to activate his Cyber Dragon to do anything. So I fuse to both of those, and I go into a Flux, put in the extra zone, bring back that out, tried to get rid of the Cyber Dragon and allow him to use his Army Negate. And I think, yeah, nothing happened, nothing come from that. So you use Cluster to destroy that, and then we're like, okay, whatever. And then I'm like, alright, we'll just use Gorgon. And Gorgon helped out well. And I don't know why I didn't do that from the jump. And that was enough to like kill him that turn, since he had the Synchron level 2 monster on the field and he couldn't use it. And we're back, and this is going to be the final replay, and we're going second. And what would a climb to master would be like if it wasn't against a K9 vanquishsoul? So we did get a little help from Maxi, but yeah, I feel like this game was so easy to like beat them with. But yeah, I would say that Maxi helped us out a lot, like a lot. So you use Heavy Vulgar to inflict 1500 damage instead of fucking draw a card, but it's not my gameplay, so I don't know. So he used Holla, so I use that to like fuse those away. And I don't know why I didn't, oh yeah, cause I just wanted to go for the Flux, just to add it back to hand. I think he, affected others. No, he didn't. But at this point, it's too late. And I'm already knowing that he don't have too many more cards. So yeah. Go for that, get Beta. Beta get minus. Minus allows us to fuse out. And he used Snow Dance. And I did not know that he had all 3 attributes. So it kind of felt really bad, to be honest. But we still was able to push it back in hand. And I didn't know that you had to push, you had to shuffle both. So it worked in our favor. Now I still think that we did normal summon. But I think we have Omega in the graveyard. No, we don't. Oh, we didn't fuse yet. That's what it is. So we fuse into Plasma Warrior, and then now we're able to add Bonding, and then Emancipate the Researcher. Excavate the top, and we hit a Beta, which is fucking great. But we chose not to do that. Went for this. And at this point, I'm like, why in the fuck did I put it in the same column as Raisin? But you know, sometimes players fuck up too, you know what I mean? I think at that point I decided to like flip something face down, but for whatever reason I couldn't snatch this card. Yeah. Well, let's make that make sense, right? So we go into Sprite Elf, and since you have a monster on board, we'll just summon something back out. I'm an idiot because, yeah, I couldn't destroy him, and also I didn't go into IP Masquerena. So yeah, I did go into IP Masquerena. I think I don't know why I went for Researcher. That's pretty stupid. If anything, I'm clogging the board. Yeah, so he goes to try to destroy the whole lane and add a card, but yeah, that's an easy Gorgon. And I think we have Bonding too, because I didn't use Flex, I just put Flex back in. No, that's the reason why I need to use Flex to shuffle back. So now I have Flex in the graveyard, and I have nothing to ship nothing back, but it is what it is. So he shuffled 3 to the fucking destroy card, and I decided to take him and then shuffle these out just in case he wanted to destroy that. And I used my Bonding just in case he wanted to destroy Plasma, so I got another Plasma on board. So I put Flux back in the extra deck, go for another Plasma, put in defense mode, then get out plus minus, take him, and then allow him to destroy what he wanted to destroy. He destroyed the face down Plasma. So now he goes to Typhoon because he went to plan F. So he put his shit back in his hand, which is yippee, I guess. and I made him attack plus, so I go for S1 and then pitch another minus, and then minus was able to get me a beta. Beta allowed me to add goddamn minus to hand, so now we're super duper plus. So I think at this point I just go into Underworld Goddess again, because I have everything I pretty much need, to be honest. So I go into Tella, I use that, and I was going to go into Induction just to summon something out, just to make get more damage on board. But that's the last replay. We're gonna go to the deck. And we're back, and I apologize for the long video. I wanted to do the climb to master, but I had the boo-boo hand, so the live gameplay was longer than expected. I thought I was going to do two games and cut it out. But the games were so good, and I wanted to be as authentic as possible, that I didn't want to cut out the loss. So that's the reason why this video is so long. Another thing, shout out to Slim Jim. I think his name is Slim Jimmy17. I'm gonna tag him below. This is decklist. He had 2 awesome videos from last season. I watched both of them in its entirety. I think I watched him the second one to master one twice. Very good YouTuber. He got good gameplay. Go ahead, subscribe to his shit. I'm gonna actually have a picture of his shit like in the deck profile, and the beginning one and then the second one, just to give brother show brother respect, because it's his deck list, so give him that credit. But like I'm saying, I'm the sponsor of this video, so make sure you fuck with me, lock in, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me what you like about the video down in the description below. With that being said, cue the outro.